everybody. Welcome or welcome back. I'm Star and this is It Star? So today we're going to go over something a little bit interesting. My brother and I, as I said, we started playing in Ice Age. So we have tasked each other with creating a 60 card deck from only cards in Ice Age. Only Ice Age. Probably can't guess what colors I went with. They are red and blue. But I would like a little bit of advice. I've already created a deck, but I feel like there's certainly room for enhancement. And it doesn't include any of the Ice Age specific stuff like why snow covered or cumulative upkeep or ever making, like, it'd be cool if there was a way to make cumulative upkeep even good ever. I don't recall one. If I'm wrong on this, please correct me, because other than that, it's a nuisance. But yeah, so we decided to do this throwback because this is where we started. For nostalgia's sake, it's fun to look back and think about how then we really didn't know what we were doing. We essentially taught ourselves, and it's really funny. It's like with cumulative upkeep, we either played it like it was an echo cost or we omitted it altogether. So looking back, it's just kind of funny. It's like he would play out like his Leviathan or something. I'm like, yeah, sure. That seems legal to keep that on the field for free, you know? Keep that guy out there. But yeah, so that's why we're kind of doing this throwback. And I fully recommend it to everybody. Go and choose a set, even if it doesn't have to be as far back as Ice Age, but choose a set, only make a deck out of that set, and try to make it, try to make it fun, make it interesting. Obviously, we get some of that from pre-releases and stuff, but this you can actually make, you can actually make a deck that should work decently. Should, I say, but again, we're talking about only Ice Age here, so we'll see. Anyways, leave comments. Give me some advice, what you think. Right now, where I'm at, I think the cost of everything is pretty good and spread out evenly. However, I feel like the creature base really could be stronger. Or maybe I don't need that many because there is some control stuff and burn stuff and different kill conditions. So let's just get started. I'll show you guys what I have. I would like to hear what you think. Also, my brother, he is on YouTube. He is Trainer Joe. I will leave a link for his channel. He is a personal trainer. He's a fantastic teacher, and he has a lot of useful information on there, and it's not super advanced or anything like that. He makes sure that he covers every level of providing, information about fitness and stuff. It's great to keep an active lifestyle as well as game all the time, like we try to do. So let's get started, and again, check out his channel, like and subscribe. He's fantastic. He will be, and I need to get this deck done because he is visiting me in May. I say me, but pretty much everybody, but me specifically, because we're doing this. We are fighting with these Ice Age decks, and I will definitely be featuring it. I don't know what he's gonna make. I guess he will know if he watches this what I'm gonna make, but help me make this serious, okay? Help me make this good, because it's on, and he's going down. Okay, anyways, let's get started. Okay, I'll start with this. So right now, my one drop is the Mountain Goat. And Summon Goat right here. He's a 1/1/1 Mountain Walker. He's really only in here because he is so quick. I mean, if he's not playing red, it's not like... Obviously, it's not the best creature in the world, but at the moment, if you really go through the Ice Age set, there's not a ton. I mean, I don't know. There could be better. I like the goat, but let me know what you think. I would really prefer keeping some sort of quick creatures, 1-drops, and stuff like that. So, you know, please comment if you think of anything better than this dude. Alright, next is in the 2-drop realm is Phantasmal Mount. The reason I like this guy, he is a flyer 1/1. You can tap him to give a creature with toughness less than 3, flying, and +1/+1 until end of turn. He's really cool. But what's also cool is you could kind of get away yeah, I mean, like, he could definitely make something else more useful. I also like that he's a 2-drop 1/1 flyer by himself, and he doesn't require some sort of, you know, sacrifice or something for cumulative upkeep, you know, like so many other creatures in the set. So I do like him. Again, if there's something better sticking to Ice Age, let me know, because thus far this is what I've got. I have plenty of cards available. I just not sure how best to put them together. I want to be fast. I want to be efficient. So let's keep that in mind and go from there. So this guy. And I'm doing 3 ofs because it is kind of a strange build, and it is a strange set. Alright, next thing is Glacial Wall. These will stay in regardless. They are just great 3-drops. I have a lot of spells, not a lot of creatures. These can certainly help to protect me while I am getting my kill conditions and my burn and stuff like that. I also have some control stuff to mitigate me taking so much damage while trying to, win. So these are going to stay in. I think they're fantastic. I mean, a 0/7, it's hard to get through. It's just a good card. So that's one of my 3 drops. Now the next one is Saber-Tooth Tiger, and the reason that I have him in here is a 3-drop 2/1 first striker. The reason I have him in here, I'll give you the Ice Age picture, is because he is a first striker, meaning that he can definitely deal, he can do reasonable damage. If I use Phantasmal Mount with him, he becomes another little bit of a threat there, and can do some other damage, or maybe take out a flyer with the first strike ability. So I do like him. Again, the creatures are mostly where I'm really shaky on, because I'm not sure which ones I should use or what would be great. I like the idea of this almost simple fill of them, but if you have any advice, let me know. I'm definitely down for it. Alright, next is the Walking Wall, and the reason they're in here, this is my 4-drop, and this will do it for creatures. Literally, this is all for creatures. It's not a creature-heavy deck. 4, and it counts as a wall. It is a 0/6, so I'm still setting up my protection while I'm trying to get my kill conditions and my spells, and I'm drawing cards and all that stuff, which I'll get to here in a minute. But you can pay 3, and it gets +3/-1. It becomes a 3/5. And it can attack this turn. So, I'm again, 3 of those. This becomes a 3/5. So not only can it protect me, it's 0/6, it can also deal some hefty damage. And it can potentially, take out multiple creatures, or just get some extra damage through. I think this is a fantastic card. This is most definitely staying in the Glacial Wall. The 3 that I can probably take some different things is Saber-Tooth Tiger, Phantasmal Mount, and Mountain Goat. I really would like to know what you think. What might be better, to take them out and stuff. I do have some cards set aside that I'll go over in a little bit that are also things I've considered, and you can let me know what you think. So there is my creature base. Again, not huge, and you can see, I'll tell you why here in a bit. Let's go to other. So the next one is Portent, Look at top 3 cards of target player's library, then put them back in any order. You may have that player shuffle his or her library, draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. The card draw in this is just insane. So you can use this on you can use this on yourself or them, so you can hinder their turn, or you can, draw or stack your deck if you are looking for answers, which I'll be looking for many answers because I have several kill conditions that can help me win the game in this. So the draw ability on this is just fantastic. It's the next turn's upkeep, meaning that is on not your turn. That's depending. This is a sorcery, so it'll be on your opponent's turn, and their upkeep, you're going to draw a card. It's not your turn. You get extra card on their turn, and you could potentially stack it, depending on what you have. So very cool, and I will most likely keep this. My spells and stuff like that, I'm pretty confident in. Fairly happy with them, but again, any advice is definitely acceptable. So 1 red, this is Panic. Target creature cannot block this turn. Cast only during combat. Before defense is chosen, draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. This is amazing because you can, obviously you see what it does. And it gives you, again, that other draw. You get more card advantage. You can either get through with some damage, or you can use this if you have set up, maybe you've set up and you need to stack your deck and draw into something. You can use this just to use it, and even if it's not necessarily relevant, this part, even if this isn't going to be useful, you still get that card off of it. So it has multiple different uses, and it can be kind of tricky if you're really needing to draw those cards. Okay, next, another 1 cast, and of course this is in here for Brainstorm. Draw 3 cards, then take 2 cards from your hand and put them on top of your library in any order. Brainstorm is amazing. Again, sifting more cards. It's so important for me to keep sifting cards. And that's the main focus, is to get through my deck as much as possible, draw what I need, and while I'm protecting myself with some of these walls and stuff like that. And maybe dealing damage, again, fires, stuff like that. So, Brainstorms, for sure. Next, I've got 3 Counterspell in here. And that is, again, just some control to try to keep them from putting out too many things or too many creatures that I can't deal with or my walls can't deal with. Again, 1 wall can block 1 thing. So these are here for that extra control aspect and extra protection. I like them. I think they're probably best to stay in, but whatever. Incinerate. It deals 3 damage to our creature or player. And the creatures can't regenerate this turn, which is fantastic because I believe there are some black creatures in Ice Age that do have that regenerate ability, and I would like for that to not be the case. It is at instant speed, which is fantastic. It only costs 2, and it deals 3 damage to target creature or player, which is a good thing because it may end up being that if I'm protected enough with walls, I don't need to do any damage to their creatures. They can sit on them. I can just keep pegging away at their life. This is essentially 9 damage right here. That's half of that 20 that I need to get down. Well, almost half. And a lot of damage. So I like them. I do. I do like Incinerate there. Okay, next. So these are again to shut them down for creatures. I'm not creature heavy. So I want to make it as hard as possible for them to play creatures. So whenever an opponent casts a summon spell, it deals 2 damage to him or her. That player may pay 2 colorless to prevent this damage. Again, I'm dealing damage every time they summon, or I'm tapping them out. If I can get all 3 of these out, that's 6 damage or 6 land they need to pay to not get hit from one creature, from summoning one creature. So these are definitely one of the backbones for this, to set up that shutting them down. You know, I don't have propaganda or ghostly prisons or anything, but this is almost just as good because I'm pegging away at their life, and they're still, if they don't want that damage, they're gonna have to pay some land, and that keeps them from using it to cast something else. So I really, really, really like these a lot, and I feel like these should stay in. I feel like it's definitely going to be great for something, because I'm not creature heavy, and I can shut them down pretty hard, especially if I get even 1 or 2 of them out is really enough to be a hindrance and super annoying. And lastly, Ray of Command. Since I'm not creature heavy, Ray of Command, yes, it does cost 4, but that's you know, that's about the highest casting cost that I have in here. And what it does, untap target creature and opponent controls and gain control of it until in a turn that creature is unaffected by summoning sickness this turn. Tap the creature if you lose control of it at the end of this turn. So I'm because again, I don't have a lot of creatures, I'm gonna take them away. I'll take their creature and use it against them. And I really like Ray of Command as well for that aspect of, I don't believe that this deck should be super creature heavy at all, because of how it works to just take over the board, protect me while I'm setting up other stuff or trying to control it or burn them away, or burn them down. So I really do like Ray of Command. Let me know what you guys think, but I do feel like maybe this should stay in as well. Now, these are other kill conditions, and I don't know if I really need 3, or maybe I need 2. I don't know. Right now it is set up for 3, but I could probably throw one of these somewhere else here, and it could be useful, or maybe a 4th Soul Barrier, you know, just make that harder. But obviously this is to win the game. You know, it's the kill. It's the kill condition. It does target creature or player, so I initially put 3 in here because I can get rid of their creatures and I can still have another or 2 to take their life the rest of the way down, depending on how much damage from Soul Barrier and Incinerate and, you know, maybe Flyers or something that they've already taken. And Ray of Command, generally, if I'm going to take something from them, they'll either have to block and sack one of their own creatures, or I can take it and block one of their, you know, block with their creature and kill it off too. Trade and get rid of 2 creatures in 1 combat or something like that. Or make them take it during my turn and just attack and deal some damage to them. So hopefully these are to finish out the opponent completely. Now the last one, and maybe not completely necessary, it's just fun. Probably not necessary, but I like the idea that if it's gone that far that I can cast this for 6 and not feel bad about it, then I probably need the reset. Destroy our artifacts, creatures, and lands. They can't be regenerated. That's rough. But, again, if it's gotten that far and I need this card, well, and I probably need a full reset for this deck to work. Because of how it's built, it's not really one of those things that you want to drag out. So I feel like this is here for a late game do-over. And I don't know if it's necessary. I just feel like I want it. But, you know, you guys can let me know what you think. So far, that's what I have set up. Again, I feel like the spells and stuff are pretty good. I have a lot of card draw, a lot of ways to sift through the deck. But I feel like with the creatures, I like Glacial Wall and Walking Wall will certainly stay. But the other ones, I don't know. If you guys have some advice, help me out. Or even if you have some advice with the spells, let me know as well. I really do like it. I just feel like there's definitely room for improvement. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Again, I will leave the link for my brother's channel, Trainer Joe, in the description down below. And please check him out. He, like I said, he's fantastic. You will see him featured in May while we fight with these Ice Age decks, which I'm so excited about. And he better be prepared, because I think it's gonna be gnarly, and I think I'm gonna win. You know. Anyways, that will be featured, and thank you guys again. I guess see you soon.